Rage! This is an Empire Total War Battle multiplayer commentary, and I'm Synoptic. And this is a early period battle. I play as Sweden, and my opponent plays Austria. This is cut. This is pretty much cut right into the start of the battle. Right now, I'm being flanked by 3 generals bodyguard on the left and right. And here, I have my Jaegers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're about to fire. Starting the battle. My opponent has 6 line, 6 Gawkers, and 7 General's Bodyguard. The final one being in the back here, probably the real one. Now, since he sent all his men scattered all over the place, I decided to take advantage. So there's no way he could watch over all his men, so I'm shooting at his men in the main battle, and at the same time I'm going to charge him with all my cavalry, my provincial cavalry, or better yet, regiment of horse, over here. So I don't really think he saw this happening. Mass test of micro here. Because he's just wasting all this time trying to command his men here. And they're really scattered in their advance. These guys over here lose 50. And he runs away back into formation. Obviously just right clicking my light infantry who just ran off. I might have called these guys Jaegers by accident, but yeah, they're light infantry, being early period. Range is only slightly bigger than normal linemen. And again, being early period, only the front guys shoot. Because apparently back in the day, they don't know how to kneel down. And these guys over here, he's right. Not really doing anything yet. But he's already sent his Gawkers here to attack these guys. And I don't think Gawkers are very good anymore compared to linemen, because in the patch, they increased line infantry defense by a shit ton. And I'm pretty sure I do a hammer and anvil. Assuming that these guys are too far away and they're not moving. He's just way too focused to send these guys in. Now he sent the other 2 on his flank to attack my light infantry. Pretty good idea since I'm already beginning to flank. This was a successful charge. Right into the middle. And so the hammer's brought down. They've already lost half their men. And they're wavering. They'll be lost very soon. Okay, and all those generals you saw before, pretty dead. I'm walking all these men because they're pretty tired. Very tired. Back to the main battle. So he's lost his Gawkers. But he's got 3 units just ploughing in. So the rule was no artillery. All these were his rules, early period. So he's pretty used to what he's doing, which was implied. And he finally makes a movement with his horse. But at the same time, I create a brace here, a small one, not a very good one. But nevertheless, watching my rear. Which isn't holding too well because I've lost 1 unit already to these Gawkers. The ones I said who did a very successful charge. And I lost the next one too. This was a very close battle. Seeming as he had so many more men than me. Now, my horse finally get into the fray. But they're still tired. I tried to make them rest, but I needed them. So all my light infantry are kind of scattered now because of his attack with his Gawkers. He's lost his entire left because of the unsuccessful Gawker attack. But I've lost my left as well because of his successful one. Now his general's bodyguard isn't doing anything. he could have used them, but I have some stakes set up prior to the attack. He might want to think about maneuverability. And so he finally moves in, but these guys are already gone. These guys are dead. Now this is probably the dumbest thing I do in the battle. I send my units into squares. These guys will become squares soon. But I don't move these guys back out, so they'll all die. And I'm just trying to decide where to send these guys, because they're pretty much needed all over the battlefield. But eventually I decide where. Now I'm pretty sure these guys get baited to the absolute shit, because they got 3 light infantry. Yeah, he can't even decide. So he's attacking these guys, and then they're shooting them. These other guys are shooting them as well. And now they're wavering. Massive decision making problem. And off they go. Can't take it anymore. And yet again I'm taking the left, or my right. It's all mine, and he has the entire left side of mine, and his right. But I still have I have 2 units of line. They're holding up pretty well. They were relatively unscathed in the battles, up until now. And I've already sent one regiment of horse to assist. So at this point it's pretty evident that I have more men. And they're all moving in now. Although I don't think I see this general here. I think this was the one he had hidden the whole time. And these guys will cause a massive problem, because all the obstacles this general has is very small amounts of troops. And he still has a full squad. Not enough to stop all these extra units though. Oh, my mistake. There's another general's bodyguard here, which I'll use further on. And a pretty simplistic charge here. Infantry from the front, cavalry in the rear. And that's where he sent his men. And so these generals finally get released, to cause some massive problems for me, since I've already committed my entire army to the main battle. So I only have stragglers here. And some friendly fire here. But you looked Austrian. Now I remember watching one of the units here, with the Santa looking hat kinda. He just kicks ass. Massively. Don't know where exactly he is. Yeah, here he is. So this battle's pretty much over. It was pretty close though. The massive turning point was the attack on his idle cavalry, wiping out pretty much half his cavalry without even him knowing. So this Santa guy's got 1 on the kill count already. Apparently Christmas is early. I just have to see this guy kill someone. I have to. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. My finger slipped, and now you're dead. So the main battle is finished, and I'm